Hey y'all, it's your boy Easy back again with another video for you guys today. Today's video is actually going to be a little interesting and different because I'm sharing with you all my Ancestry DNA results. For you all who may not know anything about what that is, basically Ancestry DNA is a service through Ancestry.com where you're able to buy a kit. You provide a DNA sample via saliva and you send it off. They process it for what they claim to be 6 to 8 weeks. Mine actually only took 5, but you send it off to them and then they send you back your results of your genetic makeup. And this is just really cool. And I've always been interested in genealogy and finding out my heritage and history of, just where I come from and how, my genetic makeup came to be and where it's from. So that was really cool. And I found some YouTubers who made similar videos sharing their results. So I wanted to share these with you all. So without further ado, let's just get into the results. I know that some of you may be like, well, dude, you're black, so I know that you're from Africa. And you're right. You're very right. For obvious reasons, you could tell, it's going to be a lot of Africa within my genetic makeup. Also, a little background about me. My family's from Jamaica, so everybody in my family basically is from Jamaica. I was the first person in my family born in America, including my siblings and everything like that. So I knew that because my family's from Jamaica and the people from Jamaica were transported there through the slave trade from Africa, that there was going to be a lot of Africa dominance within it. So it turns out that absolutely it's 85% Africa, guys, which is really cool. Within Africa, 42% actually is Benin Togo, which is almost half. That's a lot. So that was really cool. 28% is Cameroon, Congo. 6% is Mali. And then they have trace regions, which consist of other places that show up for less, but it's still there. That breakdown is 3% from Senegal, 3% from Nigeria, 2% from Ivory Coast, Ghana, and less than 1% of Africa, South Central hunter-gatherers. So that was really cool. So again, no surprise. I know that I'm a lot African. The majority of me is African, and I'm super proud of that, and so happy that I was able to find out the specific regions. And I want to do more research and finding out, more about the people of, Benin, Togo, that I'm almost half, of genetically. So that's really cool. And it's definitely piqued my interest more and more to do more research. The remaining 15% of my DNA is all Europe, actually. For you all who may not know, historically, there's a lot of African Americans, or in my case, Jamaican Americans, people who are black that have European genes in their DNA. And a lot of that is just because, slave masters were raping slaves. And so a lot of that breeding happened. It's an unfortunate part of our history, but it happened. And, these results kind of show that it's not the only way that people, who are black have, any kind of European in their blood. That's a lot of the reason why. So I just wanted to put that out there for anyone who may be, unaware of that or ignorant to that. But 6% of me is Europe West, which is like France, Germany, that region. 2% is Ireland, which is really surprising. I was like, 2% Irish? It's crazy. But apparently, yeah, so that's cool. So on St. Patty's Day next year, I have an excuse to celebrate. I'm only half joking. But no, it's really cool to find out that I have some Irish in me. And there's also 2% of Europe East, which consists of like Bosnia, Serbia, Ukraine, Croatia, those areas like that. 2% of that. And I'm also, and this is another really surprising one, I'm 2% European Jewish. Huh? How does that happen? I don't know. I just thought that it was super cool, super surprising. And I just want to say mazel tov to all my Jewish brothers and sisters. Both close and very distant. But no, that's just really cool to find out. Another surprise too was 1% Finland, Northwest Russia. Didn't think that I had any Russian in me. Who would have thunk that? So that was really cool. I'm also curious to see how that happened. 1% Iberian Peninsula, which is regions like Spain and Ireland, oh, not Ireland, Italy. So regions like that. And then less than 1% Scandinavia. So those were my results, guys. I am just really excited and super pumped to see, what makes up Alvin, what makes me up, genetically speaking. And this is also another confirmation that we all come from one place. We always like to be bitter and, bicker with one another, and racism exists. And it's unfortunate that because we have differences, we're divided. When at the end of the day, we are all people. We're all human beings that come from various places, but ultimately we all came from one source. That's right. One person, one blood, and that was through Adam, and God blessed us through him and his beautiful wife Eve, who was our greatest grandmother. And that's what I believe. You may believe something different. You may believe that we came from single-cell organisms and we evolved from fish and monkeys and Neanderthals, and maybe you follow Charles Darwin with that. That's your opinion. I believe that we come from God, and this is just more proof of that the different places that the descendants of Adam and Eve have been through have led to all these different, just plethora of people, different type of people, different mixes of people just in them. And we all come from one. And so that's awesome that, this is just one of those things that motivates me personally to say, I don't care about, racism. And the reality of racism is there and we still live in it. But at the end of the day, I know for real, that we come from one place. And you may look a little lighter than me. I may look a little darker than you. But we may be more related than we even thought. And we shouldn't be bickering. I shouldn't be bickering with anybody who looks like me. You shouldn't be bickering with anybody who looks like you. And I shouldn't be bickering with anybody who looks differently than me. And same for you. So I just want to say that and encourage you guys. Go check out where your genes come from. Go see who you consist of. And just enjoy and love yourself. Love each other. Peace. God bless. I'm out.